What up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. Back at you again. We got a nice one for you today. We got some new action on deck. So we finally got that AR in. Got it set up close to where we want it. Not quite exactly where we want it, but we're pretty close. But we're going to debut this bad boy today. We're going to get it out to the range, put some rounds to it. Let's go ahead and knock that housekeeping out of the way. This video is for educational purposes only. We're in a safe and controlled environment. We're not selling any firearms, nor are we selling any accessories. We're not promoting the sale of any firearms, nor are we promoting the sale of any accessories. This is just a product review of my own personal equipment. All right, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoy the content, hopefully you hit that subscribe button and come back and see us. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate the support. Appreciate you being along for the ride, and we're going to keep this journey going. So let's get into it. So we got this 6mm arc on deck here. This bad boy is definitely heavily carbon inspired, and this thing is a monster. So we're going to go over this bad boy. Heading out to the range today, but just wanted to hit you with kind of initial introduction, or put a short out there on it, but didn't really talk anything about it. So this is going to be kind of the first rundown of exactly what it is and what we're working with here. So this bad boy, let's go front to back. So it actually comes with, this is 11 inch. So it's 11 inch carbon fiber inspired. The barrel in this bad boy is a carbon forged barrel. We're running adjustable gas block in there. So you can run this suppressed if you're allowed in your state. On the end, the way they produce it with the cherry bomb, so that you can screw on a thread on a protector or a suppressor. That's a no-go for me. So I've got this Fortis manufacturing on here. This is their, now this is actually the control brake, but this is their slipstream muzzle brake. So that bad boy, you can run it like that, but I run it with the control brake on it to send that blast forward. So that's how we're gonna rock it, just like that. Forged carbon fiber rail. So this bad boy is set up to where it will take a suppressor underneath. Some of the ones that they put together, they do run the suppressor underneath. That's not a thing for me. But this bad boy is super lightweight, so that's where the carbon fiber comes in. So these are Fortis manufacturers that I added on here. Carbon fiber inspired for the hand stops. Similar to what I did with my AR9, just kind of double them up and switch them around so I can get in between there. We got the Enforce light on top to light things up. Coming on up, we've got the SIG on here. So this is just a 6x24. This is kind of a placeholder. I do have an Adaball on order, a 1 to 10. So that's what I'm looking to run on that. But this is going to be more than sufficient. This LPVO, this is first focal point. So this is going to be more than sufficient to get us out the gate. I did sight this bad boy in with the with that CV Life. Sure, if you watch the channel, you've seen the CV Life bore laser kit that I debuted on there. So I use that on this as well to sight this in. So we should be good to go once we hit the range. Shouldn't have to spend a lot of time zeroing the optic. So we're good to go there. Coming on up, like I say, this is 6mm arc. So they hit you off with, you get one magazine. They hit you with a metal magazine. I found these, well, let's go ahead and clear it since we're going to be handling it. So magazine is empty. Weapon is empty. I like to keep that mag in for aesthetics. So this here's a mag that I found online. This is AMEND 2, that's AMEND 2. So these are polymer mags. We're going to find out how they work. Research says they work pretty decent on these. So I'm going to run this. I picked up about 3 or 4 of these bad boys, and I'm going to run the metal mag, obviously. So we're going to try this. I put a carbon wrap on one of them. I got some more carbon wraps. I'm going to do some more, but I want to make sure these bad boys are going to run before I take the time to wrap them all. So coming on up, we got a single stage gold trigger in this bad boy. They set that at about 3 pounds. So that's a nice weight there. This actually comes with, as far as your charging handle, they provide you with the sledgehammer charging handle. And this is, I think, a better design if you're shooting suppressed to keep that gas from coming back in there on you. That's not an issue for me. I'm not shooting suppressed, and I want a little more color. So I went with this Tyrant CNC gold mix. Charging handle is still ambi. So that's a nice touch there. Safeties, that's how they come. This is Fortis manufacturing. Ambi safeties there. Slide lock. That's an oversized slide lock on here. So we put a little color on that bad boy. And the bolt, this bolt, this is their signature bolt, super lightweight. Once I get this bad boy broke down for cleaning after the range, I'll get some footage of that bolt and let you see it. It's is scaling out to take weight off of this bad boy, because this is the lightest 6mm arc on the market. This bad boy comes in at 4 pounds 9 ounces, so that's the lightest one out there. So on the back, this here is SB Tactical. So this has their brace here, and similar to what you see on the Honey Badger. So you got your adjustment there. You got titanium capsule nut on there. They used titanium in a few places because they were looking to save weight wherever they could. So we got the takedown pins, titanium. The screws on the rail, titanium. The lightweight screw that goes in here for the grip, that's titanium. So where they could save weight, they did. And this grip here, obviously, I changed. This here is Tyrant. This is Ford's manufacturing. This is their grip. So we got that carbon fiber on there, just to kind of keep that theme going. This one I'm going to be changing out. So this is one, when I went to order it, I prefer to run the 15-degree angle, so it's not as much of a rake on here. This is the 25-degree. They didn't have the 15, so I went ahead and got the 25. But I'm going to be changing that. But this gave me the opportunity to kind of play around with the color, because this comes all black. And I'll roll some footage in here to let you see this bad boy, exactly how it comes before I did anything to it. So we flipped the script. Still got some more enhancements coming, but this is where we are so far. Those grips, or that grip, we're going to add some gold accent to that. Same with the hand stops underneath. We're going to add some gold accent to that. And then we're going to do some color fill. So this is where we are for now. I got some side panels coming, carbon fiber side panels for the rail. Not sure if I want to run those or just leave that exposed so you can see the carbon fiber barrel in there. So I kind of decide that once I get them. I'll put them on there and see how it looks. Might just run it just like it is. I kind of like that. So we'll see. So this is where we are so far. Still got a little ways to go, not far. Just some minor details. Got a charging handle coming. Gold and black. So we're going to flip a few more things and then we'll be ready. This is the grip that comes on it. This is their grip. And this is one they recently changed to. The one prior to that was a Wilson Combat grip that looked pretty nice. This one is nice as well. I just wanted something a little different. So, but this is a nice grip, lightweight. So I'm going to be getting the 15-degree Fortis to straighten that out a little bit. And then I'm going to get it actually painted by someone that does coating. So we're going to put that same gold accent in there, but it's going to be Cerakoted in to where it's nice and neat. And we'll do it that way. But this is it. This bad boy is it's a nice piece. It's a real nice piece. You can see that carbon. I don't know if you can see that carbon fiber barrel coming through the rail. I was going to put some handguard covers on here, but I like the color of the barrel coming through that rail, so I think I probably won't. We'll see. I'll probably order them anyway to see how it looks. But this bad boy is for 6mm. I mean, this is good out to 1,000 yards. This bad boy is 1 in 7 twist, and it's a sub MOA rifle. So we're talking accurate, we're talking distance, and we're talking getting on down the road. This bad boy, Hornady, designed around for this. So we're going to be running, we got the V-Match that we're going to be running at the range today. And these are the 80 grain. So these bad boys are really rocking when they come up out of there. And then we're also going to be running the Hornady Blacks. And these bad boys are 105 grain. These are both tail hollow points. So that's what we're working with. I think I saw a couple other manufacturers out there making the 6mm. We're going to start with the Hornady. That's likely what I'm going to be running there mostly. But this is going to be initial shots. Just want to get this bad boy out and get a feel for it. But I am liking this piece. Definitely liking it. So this is just the front end. Before I hit the range, when I come back, I'll come back on and I'll give you some thoughts and we'll roll some shooting footage in this bad boy. So we're just going to cut this right here. Just wanted to give you a nice close-up before I took this bad boy out and got to shooting some gunpowder through it there. But this is a nice piece. It is definitely a nice piece. So I'll give you a nice close-up there. And I am liking this. GQ Armory, that's the company that makes it. They're located up in Connecticut. They do a nice selection of firearms. They do a .338 Lapua. in this style. I think that's this is 11 inch. I think that 338 might only be an 8 inch. They do the 556. They do 300 blackout in this setup. And this particular model, this is the carbon fiber inspired, but they do this with the aluminum handrail with just a stainless steel barrel to knock some of that cost down. So they're flexible in what they produce. So check them out. GQ Armory is their site. You see it right there. But they got some nice firearms they're putting out. Real nice. 338 Lapua. They've got 8.6 blackout in this same setup. I think the 8.6 is just an 8 inch barrel. Nice and compact. And all of them, they make their own suppressors. So they got suppressors if you're in a state where you can have suppressors. So they got suppressors. You can buy it with the suppressor. But they got a nice setup. And they're building a nice firearm. Super nice firearm. And these bad boys, I mean, you can get it Gucci'd out. Or you can get it rugged, set up for duty. But this carbon fiber is Gucci'd out, but it's rugged. You know, it can get out there. It's not going to crumble. Carbon fiber is serious material, especially forged carbon fiber. So I'm not concerned with damage, with wear. I mean, I don't beat my firearms up anyway, but I'm not really concerned with that. How you see this bad boy is how it's going to be the next time you see it. But nice controls. You've got slide lock on either side, so you can drop that bad boy. So your ambi there. So this is a nice piece. This is a serious piece right here. So once I get that outer ball, which I ordered through Optic Planet, and you know how that goes. It's been shipping for at least the last month. So yeah, we'll see. I guess they're out of stock, but I guess they'll eventually make some more. But when it comes, it comes. Like I say, this is a nice placeholder. This is going to get the job done. I don't currently have the setup for long distance just yet. Looking at a range in Maryland close to me where I can get out and put some distance on it. So this is going to be in-house just for these initial shots. But we're going to work on an outdoor setup so we can get this bad boy stretched out. Yeah. Not going to run across a 1,000-yard range, but we should be able to get out 300 to 500. I think so in the local area. Just got to find that spot. But I'm not going to hold you. About to head to the range. This footage will go up later. When you see it, it'll be up. So later will be your right now. But this is a serious piece. That's I can't wait to shoot it. It's going to be a blast. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you on the other side. All right, good people. So we are back from the range. We had a time. I can't necessarily say it was a good time, but we had a time. This bad boy did not function. It would not cycle. It ran one round every once in a while. It ran 2 rounds. It's got the adjustable gas block on it. So I adjusted that and pretty much adjusted it from end to end. Took it all the way in, backed it out slowly, trying to find the sweet spot. Never really hit that spot. Got it to cycle at one point, left it at that spot, loaded more rounds, and it wouldn't cycle. It's almost leaning towards the ammo. When it did cycle, I got a serious fireball out, and I could feel the pressure from those rounds different from any other rounds. So, could very well be I just got a batch of bad ammo because none of the rounds were hidden like the 2 hit when it cycled back to back. So, that's what I'm leaning towards. I don't know. I'm going to reach out to GQ Armory. I'll send them an email tonight and see what their thoughts are. One thing about the gas block on here, it's not a tactile adjustment. So when you're screwing that bad boy, you're pretty much just screwing a screw. Now you can stop it wherever you want to stop it, but you're not really getting any clicks or anything to give you a gauge of where you are. But so that's something that I didn't particularly care for. All in all, it's a nice rifle, but it did not come out the gate strong. So this bad boy, it was not going back enough. Every once in a while, I would lock back. If I shot and it happened to be the last round, it might lock back, it might not. So that was periodic as well. And the fact that it was that inconsistent is what leans me more towards the ammo than the gun itself. But that's the only ammo I had. I was running the Hornady. It was the 80 grain, and those were, I think those were just straight up 80 grain. Were they hollow points? Let me grab some ammo, and I'll show you exactly what I was running. But that's all I ran. I figured as Hornady that the ammo would be fine, but I guess you get bad ammo in anything if it's been sitting around. So that's what I'm thinking. I honestly don't know, but this is what we're running. So we ran the Hornady V-Match, And these are the 80 grains. So 80 grain ELD VT, whatever that is. So we're running those, and then we're running the Hornady Blacks. So the Hornady Black, and that is the 105 grain, and these are boat tail hollow points. So these are the only ones that we ran in there. Can you see that? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, but that's what we ran, and we had the same result from each one. So neither one of them really cycled like it should. It was not a good day, to say the least. And the only thing that I've changed on here, obviously this is a different muzzle than how they normally prepare it. I don't see that having an impact on it. I did run it with and without the control shield. That really shouldn't have mattered. So just the same thing both ways. And I changed out the charging handle. I don't see where that would make a difference. Because charging handle is not moving when it's cycling. So other than that, this is how it came. And I'm almost certain that they test fired it before they sent it out. So if it was cycling for them, and then it gets here and suddenly doesn't cycle, the only variable is going to be the ammo. So I'll see what they say about it. I'll reach out, and I will definitely follow up. I'll roll some of this footage in, and let's just let you see some of it. But it was drawn out. So I messed with it for a while before I finally just said it's not going to run. So wasted quite a bit of ammo, and yeah, it was not a good day. So, but I'll roll some of that footage in there, let you see a little bit of it, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up. And let's see if we're recording up here. Are we live? We are live. All right. So we are on board with this GT Armory. This is going to be first shots. Got the target out probably about a little over 20 yards as I make shooting. So I think we're zeroing in. Let's check it out. We are hot. We should be hot. Make sure I'm on camera. It should be at about right there. A couple little. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's take first shots with this bad boy. Okay. Let's bring that on in. Let's see. Battery. Hit. Go back in the battery. So let's check it out first. Okay. So I'm looking in there. We got a little oil in there. I think that ought to be good. Let's try it again. I should have started out. Let's start out with the mag that comes with it. So we'll do first shots with that. I can't really tell if I hit or not. Let's do it again. Turn the reticle on. It ejected that round, but it didn't grab another one. Okay. So again. Same thing. Ejected the round, but didn't grab another one. So is it not getting enough? Let's try it with the polymer mag again. The rounds seem like they really set low in the magazine. Right. Let's go again. I don't know if it's chaining around or not, so let's try it. Looks like I'm hitting high. Yeah, so it didn't chamber that round. So it seems like it's not cycling back far enough to grab that next round. So that's a gas adjustment. It's kicking the round out. It obviously is not getting back far enough to grab that next round. So I'd say it's probably not getting enough gas. They have it set on. And I didn't look to see how to adjust it. They have it set for suppressor, and we are not running the suppressor. So we need some more gas. Not warm. In there. So, looks like it's just a Allen key to adjust the gas. Let's check that out. So we're going to pause right there. Well, let's bring our target in first, see if we hit anything. Looks like we might have been hitting high. Yeah, we're hitting high. High and a little bit to the left. So we will bring that down and take it a little to the right. But we're going to get our gas situation right first. So we are running. And Houston, we have a problem. So this bad boy will not cycle. I've adjusted the gas block 23 ways to Sunday, and it will not cycle but one round at a time. So we definitely have a problem. Exactly what it is, I have no idea. But right now, it's pretty much a boat gun. It's only one round in there. Let's see if it locks back. Back here. Yeah, see, it's not even cycling far enough to lock it back on empty. So for some reason, it's just not coming all the way back. So I tried all the adjustments that I could, and it's just not happening. So back all the way out to where it seems like the screw is almost going to fall off, and it still will not cycle. I had it where the pattern's coming out at 4 o'clock, but that's where they say it should be, and it's still not cycling. So I don't know. Maybe it's a buffer thing. I have no idea. Found a magazine with some rounds in it. This one's empty, but it's not cycling far enough to lock it back, and it's definitely not going to cycle enough to chamber the next round. So we're dialed in, but hell, that don't help you if it won't cycle. Wow, that was different. So we managed to get 2 out of that, and that was a pretty impressive fireball, which I hadn't seen. Yeah. So let's try that again. Yeah, right back to where we were. But that's the first time I've ever got 2 to cycle. Back up. Let's run it again. I like the fireball, but it needs to run. Yeah, so that's what we're getting. Yeah, we can back it out some more, see if it matters. But I've had it out to the point where it seemed like the adjustment screw was going to fall out. And it shouldn't need to be that far. Yeah. So that's what we got. That's a $high bolt gun here. That is not good. That's it. One and done. Yeah, that was not a good day. Oh well, putting the target in. When we did bust it. So, in the ballpark. Alright, so just want to capture this bolt head here. This bad boy is pretty gritty. I didn't run that many rounds, but it is it's pretty gummed up, and it was extremely stiff inside of the firearm. So I'll see if it wipes clean, because everything else is pretty much wiped clean. The bolt itself, the BCG, for the most part, just wiped clean. But I haven't gone up inside of that channel yet. It seemed like it's pretty gummy up in there. So I don't know if that's just from trying the different gas settings, sending a bunch of gas and sending no gas. but it looks pretty gritty inside of there. So I'm going to clean that out and all it up and see if that bolt head, see if it moves in there a little better. Just moving it around before I took it out, it was pretty grimy and pretty stiff. So let me clean that up. And this is the pin. Yeah, it got pretty dirty. And then the firing pin here. It don't look too bad, but it's dirty as well. But all that's going to wipe right off. So let me clean that up and I'll put some oil in here. And then we're going to see if we can manipulate it, see how it feels. All right, so you can see there, it was a pretty frustrating process. The adjustment on here is easy to get to. I mean, it's right inside. You can see where I was adjusting. It's right inside the guard here. It's just a little Allen key. So you can easily turn it in or out. But you're just kind of turning blindly. You don't have any gauge of how far you're in. I mean, obviously you can take it all the way in and then back it out. And that's what I end up doing. Just closing it all the way in and then just backing it out slow. Like a quarter turn, a half a turn. Just trying to find that sweet spot and shooting around each time. And like I say, when I did find that sweet spot when it shot those 2 rounds, it wouldn't duplicate that. So that further makes me lean towards the ammo. It shot those 2, and those 2 were hot. The fireball off those 2 were like none of the other ammo that I ran through there. So, but then the ones after that were not that vicious, and it did not cycle. So I could very well just have a bad batch of ammo. But I'll see what they say. They might come to the same conclusion. I assume these bad boys are ammo picky. It needs to be what it is on the box. And I guess if it's old, if it's not living up to that, then it's not going to cycle this bad boy. So, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I'll give you a follow-up as soon as I hear something back. I'll see what they suggest. They might recommend just running some different ammo through there before doing anything else and see if it makes a difference. So I think some of that ammo I bought online, and I think some of it I bought at Cabela's. So I don't know if it's from a phase of batch, but it just seemed odd that you'd have a bad source from 2 different entities. But I mean, it happens. But let's wrap up here. We kind of went over earlier that this bad boy comes with a different grip, and we changed that out. Comes with a nice charging handle. If you're going to shoot suppress, then you'll love this charging handle because it's raised on the back, so keep those gases from coming back at you. I don't have that option, so I didn't need to maintain that. A negative on this bad boy for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people, for a high-end piece like this, you expect it to come in some type of case. This bad boy came in a cardboard box. So it is what it is, but I just would have thought it would have been like a soft case or something versus just a cardboard box with an eggshell inside. So that's something to consider for them. I mean, you're putting out a high-end piece like this, it should not come in a cardboard box. That's just my opinion. But you know how we do. I like those hard cases. So I did pick up a hard case for this bad boy. And I'll let you take a look at this. Let me grab the camera here. And I'll show you what we're working with. Let's get that magazine out of there. Right there. So, here. So this is what we're working with. This is one of those peak cases. And this is close as I could get to what would work for me. So you got room in there for a handgun. I just stuck something in there. That's my Synergy. It's really set up until you cut it out for no optic. But once I decide what I'm actually going to keep in here, then I'll cut it out. I don't want to cut it out until I know exactly what I'm going to be running in here. So you got magazine slots here, magazine here. This could be AR mag, or it could be pistol. You got one here, that's pistol. And same with the other one over there. That could be AR mag or pistol up there. So you got options. But this is a nice fit. Same deal, peak case. So it's like the other hard cases. Got the zipper, you got the combination lock on there. So that's what we're rocking with. I didn't expect it to come in anything like this, but at least a soft case, you know, would have been nice. But we took care of that. Only thing we were missing was a good day at the range to top it all. We didn't get that, but we'll rebound on that. We'll figure out what the deal is, and then we'll get this bad boy back out again, and we will we'll get it to run like it should. Hopefully it is as simple as the ammo. This is the new gas block. They recently went to this gas block. I'm not sure how long ago, but this is one of the newer gas blocks that they're using now. And I don't think they've had any issues out of it. I haven't heard of them having any issues, but they'll let me know once I reach out if they've had some that they had issues or not. So this is their baby. I'm sure they will have a good idea of exactly what it is once I touch bases with them. So like I say, I'll follow up with you guys. Once I know, you'll know, and we'll go from there. So we're not worried about it. It just would have been a much better outing if it ran. But that's the case with anything. You want it to run, and if it doesn't, then it's not a good day, you know. That is what they said, nothing burger, a letdown, however you want to phrase it. You know, you got that stuff you want to run. But shit happens. I understand that. We're going to work through it. I'm going to reach out to them. It doesn't sour me on the unit. It's still a super nice unit. Just got to work those bugs out and figure out what's what. And then this bad boy will be up and running like clockwork. So it's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. Check me out on other platforms at Bust Them Guns, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Rumble. We're going to iron this here out, and then we're going to be back at it. I think the first thing we're going to do, well, I'll see what they say. But the first thing I'm leaning towards is getting some different ammo and running through this bad boy and just see how it responds. And that could very well be that simple. But till next time, holla.